Dad don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no.
Hey everybody, good morning. It is Monday, September 19th, 2022 at 5:17 a.m. and I'm getting ready to do the bike. I have the Queen's funeral on in the background, but they should have 45 minutes of talking left so I can get something done. I don't know whether I want to do a run, a bike, or what, but yeah. So this was my watch after a 45-minute workout. I was watching the Queen's processional and working out at the same time. And this was the bike, just wanted to show. And this was the funeral mass this morning. And it was really beautiful and really nice. There's just something about the pomp and circumstance that I love. That's just really beautiful and pretty. And then I did a 10-minute cool down ride, so I was on the bike for a total of 57 minutes today. And this is more of the church. I just think it's so pretty in there. This is Westminster Abbey, I believe. But again, there's just something about the pomp and circumstance that I love. And it was really nice to watch. Isn't that crown so pretty? I love it. And it's purple. It's my favorite color. And I know it's weird to film somebody's funeral, but like, this is just like history to me. And it's just so beautiful. And it was a full Catholic mass. And actually, she's having 2 services because, and just look how beautiful that casket is with all the. And again, there's just something about the pomp and circumstance and how beautiful that crown is. Like, look at it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I had to make sure that I got 3 pictures of it. And I was like, did they glue that stuff on the thing? Because I can only imagine that somebody might try to steal that. Maybe. I don't know. Somebody on the walk by who might not have the best intentions. That's just where my brain goes automatically. So it is 8:20 right now, and they're literally just walking to this archway, I guess. Yeah. But I'm gonna mute it right now because I'm gonna call my friends in about 10 minutes. I said, I don't know if I'll be able to talk. I'm watching the Queen's funeral, but then I realized, I was like, oh, they're just talking now. But it was a really nice church service, and she's actually having 2 church services. The one at Westminster Abbey was more of like the public one, like, you know, whatever. And then there's going to be like another one, a more intimate, private one for the family and I guess important people. But just there's something about like all the pomp and circumstance, and I think the other reason again why it like resonates with me and draws me in is because like my grandma and my nanny and I would get up and watch like the royal wedding. You know, always, every wedding. We watched William and Kate's wedding. I watched Meghan and Harry's wedding. And it just, and I don't know, like that, like I always hold on to memories with her, you know, especially now. But like that's always one that like, hey, the rest of the world has, but I also have that too. You know what I mean? So it's just so like it's so beautiful. And like one of the people was saying like, yeah, you guys are like, you meaning us in the US are like used to having like your flags flying every day and all that stuff, and like we don't do that. So I just thought that was very interesting. But the crown is just so beautiful. I'm like, do they have that glued on there? They better have that glued on, because that's walked a far walk. And like all of the horses are just so pretty, so beautiful. But I am definitely going to crash later and sleep, because I had a wicked bad episode of heartburn last night. Like literally right before midnight. I think it was like 12:01 when it woke me up, and I was like, it didn't. I thought I was having a bloody nose because it like made that feeling in my nose, like it was weird, but it didn't. Like it wasn't. It was just reflux, and then it took me a while to fall back asleep. And then I got up at 5:15, I think it was, and I've been up ever since. But either I'm gonna go to sleep real early tonight, or I'm gonna take a nap after my horse lesson, probably. Although, who knows, because my niece is coming over today, so probably I will before, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I got sleep, but it was just from like 9 to 12, and then I would say from like 2 to 5, so whatever that is. But anyways, I'm going to call my friend now and hang out with her for a little bit, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So it is 8:52 right now, and me and my friend are going to watch Chesapeake Shores from last night. And I have no idea what was happening with WhatsApp, but it was not working this morning. So I don't know why it was having a bad phone connection, but we're gonna watch this. So I finished Chesapeake Shores. That's done. And then I want to watch another one because the Queen's funeral is still going on. But it's only 9:43 right now, and as much as I would love to sit there and watch everything, I just don't think that I want to be at least a little bit productive. So I think, wait, why is that one recorded again? I've already watched that. But I think I'm gonna watch this one called Wedding of a Lifetime. That one looks good. Okay, so I had to scroll back through and delete this. So I finished that, Wedding of a Lifetime. And I have this one to watch. I don't know why Golden Girls is on here. I have this one to watch too. I got that one to watch. And then I don't know why Color My World with Love is on here, because I have watched that. I did a whole video on it. Go watch it. This one I'm gonna watch because this lady is my favorite actress. She plays Maddie in Sweet Magnolias. And then Law and Order, I don't know. And then That's My Dad's Show. So I don't know why those are on there, but I gotta clean those up. So I got to do like 3 sips of coffee with you guys because I got a small today, and I was just drinking it while I was watching the movie. And yeah, so I watched 2 Hallmark things today. I watched Chesapeake Shores, and then I watched a movie. And then I'm gonna see if the funeral probably is still on, but I'm gonna see where they're at. Cause it is 11:26, and I'm tired. But I'm hopefully gonna let this kick in and see how it goes. Also, it is 11:30, a little bit after 11:30, and all of my rings are done for the day, so that's good. Rings are done before noon. So we divided it up, but look at the pizza my mom made for lunch. It's a white pizza. What is this? This is... No, I know, but what's, like, garlic and what?
Like garlic and oil.
So this is called a white pizza. It's garlic and oil. I know that everybody's had it before, but I had it at like a restaurant, I want to say, or something a couple years ago, and I loved it. So she makes it sometimes, but we have no like sandwich stuff in the house, so pizza it was from Pillsbury crust. I think Maddie is having a little bit of trouble getting on the couch today. Sometimes that happens. These floors are honestly the worst. Remember we got them done, like redone, a couple years ago. I want to say it was January of 2020. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, I want to say it was January of 2020, because it was cold. We were in the basement because that's where we kind of hung out until they were done. But these dogs slide all over these floors, and I don't know why. Like, they're literally just the same floor, but like polished, I guess. And that was forever ago, and they still do it sometimes. But you, little lady, I think you're just old, and I think your spatial is off. Because when you look in her eyes, like, closely, she has cataracts. Like, you can see that, like, white thing, like those whites, not white film, like, filter, but, you know, those white parts that dogs get in their eyes when they're old. And you slip slide around, too, and all of you do, actually. Sully does, too. He's over there. But that's actually one of the other reasons I started Hope on a joint supplement, is I'm like, that's the last thing I need, is for you to like tear an ACL or something, because I'm a part of like a dog Facebook group with like over 100,000 people. I don't know, it's crazy, but every other day in there somebody seems to be posting, oh, my dog tore their ACL, and you know, it was crazy recovery and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I do not need that, so I'm gonna prevent that by starting you now on a joint supplement. That way these stupid floors don't make you break your leg. So now you gave up? That's a high jump over there, kind of. You usually get a running start, but I can't pick you up. I can't reach you. Sorry, Bubba. Oh my gosh, why does that spin like that? What the heck? Come on. Okay. That's a little sideways, but that's the only way that it sits. Here we go. Okay. Oh my lord. Come on, tripod. Okay, I'm just gonna... Here, I'm gonna lean it against something, because apparently it needs help. But I have my horse lesson from 2:30 to 3. And I feel a little jittery from the coffee, which is funny, because yesterday I got a whole medium one, and I felt fine. But that's probably because I wasn't up at midnight the night before, couldn't fall back asleep till 2, and then I woke up at 5. But like I said, it's a once in a lifetime thing for me, obviously. so I'm gonna do it. But I'm going to put my phone away very early tonight, and I'm just going to chill. Just chill and hang out and just rest. I thought we were supposed to get my little niece today, but I don't know if that's happening. And then, also, I was working on getting my VPN back, which a lot of people use them for privacy, which I probably should too, but I use it more so I could watch TV shows in other countries. And as you guys know, Heartland, well, if you may or may not know, Heartland is coming out with its 16th, is it 16? Yeah, 16th season on October 2nd. And that's when it starts to air in Canada. And I was like, I'm going to get the VPN back. I'm going to do that today. I even wrote it in my calendar because, as much as I am technologically savvy and whatever, at the same time, I'm not. Like, when something goes wrong, I'm like, how do I fix it, So I was working on getting that back today, and it won't let me log in. And, I re-signed up for it, so it charged my card the $15 a month or whatever it is. So I don't care. I love that show. I'd pay literally anything to watch that show live. Because, I don't think I could film those because, not Heartland itself, but I don't know if I could film the commercials because the Canadian commercials are so different than what they are here. It's so crazy. But anyways, I don't know. It won't let me log in. And so then I changed my password. I actually changed the password twice, and then it won't let me log in. And then I emailed the support person, and they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah. And then so they're escalating my claim to a level 2. So I'm like, ugh. But good thing I did this now, because if I tried to do this next week or whatever, I'd be so upset if it didn't work, because I'm rushing to try to watch this show, and I want to make sure everything is all set. So, yeah. But, actually, my phone is pretty much dead, because I used it to listen to a podcast last night, because after I was woken up, I couldn't fall back asleep, so I need to charge it before I go to my lessons. So I'll see you guys probably when I get in the car to go. Okay, I lied. I cleaned up the I just said VCR. DVR. So I have that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That's, I don't know whose that is, but I don't know, somebody might watch that show, so I saved it, and then I'm pretty sure that's my dad's show. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. But I've decided to take a break on the movies until the Christmas ones come. These ones I just recorded because they looked really cute, and I'll watch them when there's nothing going on or whatever, or I'm resting or just having the background or something, but yeah. And I just checked the news again, and they're back to regularly scheduled news and shows and stuff. It is 6:30 in London right now, which is crazy because I had turned on the funeral coverage when it was 7 in the morning there. And yeah. And so now it's 6:30, but they were saying how there's going to be another private ceremony that isn't televised, which I was like, oh, good, because I've read some nasty things that people have written, not to me, but just in general, being like, why is it on all day? Like, let these people grieve. I'm like, she was the Queen of England for a super long time, so, you know, whatever. But I don't know, people just always find something to pick at, so, but yeah. But I hope that they're resting, maybe napping now. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, but I'm gonna just chill because now it's 1:34. So I have like another hour before we gotta go. Hey guys, so it is 3:09 right now. And oh my god, that was so fun. I'm on my way home. And today I worked with a miniature horse. Her name was Zoe, and she was about 800 pounds, but she was the perfect height for me. Like, I could reach her and stuff, but that was really fun. And then also I got to walk her around the little pen thing, and then because she's a horse that likes movement. No, I don't. Maybe, I don't know. But I said to her, I said, you remind me of my niece. You don't want to sit still. You just want to keep going, you know. And so we walked her around, and then and then I also got to give her a chance to eat some grass on the ground. I was gonna say on the floor, but on the ground. So that was fun. And then I got to walk her back to her little pen, and they don't. I assume they put them inside if it's like really bad weather or obviously really cold. Because, you know, that's not fair to them. But I learned that they keep the miniature horses separate from the regular size horses, because the mini horses are at the point where the regular horses' feet. So she said they could get kicked a lot. So they keep them separate. Well, no, that's why she didn't go inside. She went outside.
No, I know, but they have a different stall.
Yeah, didn't you see us walking around? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's why. What? I think so. Unless it's really cold. So, but yeah, that was so much fun. I told her I definitely want to do that again. And we got to talking about Heartland, because that's my favorite show. She goes, oh, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. She goes, but I have heard of it. And I said, oh, well, there's 15 seasons. You should watch it. And then my the person who was not my instructor, but the person who was helping me lead her, because I was never holding her by myself, because that would be scary, but the other person that was with me, she was like, oh, I love when shows are like that, when they're long. I said, oh, look it up on Netflix, it's great.